think I've always wanted to make a podcast, or maybe not really, but I really love talking to myself a lot. I would talk to myself for hours without noticing, and I just start talking, and people usually just stop me in the track and they say, "You are talking to yourself." So I want to just take the chance of this gift of talking to myself and use it to help people with this podcast. I mean, it's not really a podcast, it's just audios that I register to when I want to talk alone and I want to overcome problems. And I'm going to talk about mostly shifting, law assumption, manifestation, lucid dreaming, and all things spiritual, maybe also witchcraft. If you're interested, let me know. So right now, actually, I I really struggle with social anxiety. So talking to myself, talking to other people, talking here, and let people know what goes on in my mind and what I have to say really gives me anxiety. So I'll just act like I'm talking to myself, really. And I hope it won't be too throwing into too personal things, or I'll have to cut them out. But yeah. Today I wanted to talk about simply shifting and manifestation, which is the exact same thing. And so if you talk about one, you talk about the other. We will cover what is reality shifting, how to do it, the planes of existence spiritually, and how to manifest, and maybe some common knowledge and frequently asked questions. So what is shifting? Shifting is the act of shifting again your awareness to a specific reality where you have something different, whatever you desire. It could be anything, like maybe you have naturally blue hair, or you have gray eyes, or you could actually shift into a whole fantasy world, just like Hogwarts, or I don't know, the MCU, and you could shift literally anywhere. You just have to have a desire for it and know where to go. Know that we shift every second of every day since forever. Since we were born, we shift realities. For example, with making any decision, like if you wake up a morning and you have to choose between wearing a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt. If you choose a black t-shirt, you're shifting into a reality where you wear that black t-shirt. If you choose the white one, you're gonna choose another reality, and that goes on for every other choice. There is no physical movement though. It's something truly internal, an internal process, and it's an internal change, and then the world changes after you. There are infinite number of realities, which is the multiverse or the sixth dimension. I will talk about also dimensions because it's something that it's quite important in this if you want to get the hang of how shifting works. But know that you have to change your frequency. The frequency is where your thoughts are at, how your emotions are in tune with your reality, what you think of the reality you're going to, and how the relationships goes on during time and space. And we will talk about the planes of existence to let you understand more what I'm talking about. The 3D, which is the third dimension, is the physical plane of reality, which is the one that we perceive right now, but it's the least actually real, because I will talk about later. There's time and space in the third dimension. It is a place where all of your dominant assumptions create reality in quotation marks. And in order to change it, you must change your thoughts. In the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is basically your assumptions. So when you assume something, it is already done here in your mind, but it might take time to reflect in the physical plane. Only if you assume it will take time. So if you assume it will take literally a second, a minute, instantly. It will manifest like that. You just have to believe it. In fact, everything is instant because there is no time and space in the fourth dimension, and how is like the fifth dimension, which is the matrix of information, the place, space, energy that is based on the awareness of the single consciousness. Once you are in the fifth dimension, everything is instant because again, there's no time and space. And the fifth dimension, I don't know if it's just common knowledge, but I think it's pretty much like the void state. And you're conscious, but fear doesn't exist, and you're one with the being. And then there's the sixth dimension, which is the multiverse of possibilities, so all the infinite realities. And the seventh dimension is the infinite. So reality shifting is shifting from being stuck in your third dimension, which is the physical plane of existence, with your old beliefs, old assumptions, the past of all of your beliefs. It's gonna change into something new, in your new reality, which you imagined in the fourth dimension. But that will reflect also in the new 3D. So to change your physical plane of existence, so the 3D, you have to change your 4D first. How you can do that? You can do that by doing a mental diet. That could be with robotic affirming, which is affirming a sentence, maybe an umbrella term like I'm a master shifter, continuously on repeat from day and night, overnight. You just have to repeat it constantly until it becomes a fact. But you have to truly believe it actually is a fact already, because if you think you are manifesting this and it's not here yet, then it will take more time. So you have to pretend that it's already here, because it is. So you have to pretend, not pretend, you have to know, you know that you are a master shifter. So you have to know that you are a master shifter, and you have to embody what a master shifter would think, would feel, would act, would speak. And you will eventually become a master shifter who can shift on command, or however the hell they want. So how you can shift realities? I've noted quite a few steps, and there's not really any steps you have to take in order to shift. You just have to make an intention, have an intention, or simply have a clear image of where you want to go. Because it's simply belief and intention. It's a simple act. It should be as easy as drinking a glass of water, as everybody says, drinking, easy as breathing, whatever. To shift, you have to believe in shifting, though, and your abilities, and intend to shift to another reality. We shift every second, you know that now, without noticing. So if we think about going to an all different reality, we overcomplicate it or find it scary. But it is normal. We have to realize that it's normal. It's second nature to us. We do it all the time. You can put intention, you can use a method, you can simply choose, or you can do your own method and do whatever you want. By putting intention, you think about a reality that you would like to go to. It could be a movie, series, book, or anything really. It could be even something that you imagine, like a novel you're writing, or whatever, really whatever. Even a reality with one single change, or all the changes that you want. It could be any reality. You just have to have a clear image. Then you can use a method, or simply decide that you're already there. There are infinite methods with visualization, affirming, acting as if scripting, and everything of the above. So you just have to choose your way of shifting. And in my opinion, I will stand by the fact that you can shift by easily just assuming you are already there. So what my preferred method is being fully delusional, but I hate this term, but I'm just kidding, just to let you know what's on my mind right now. It's like the act of being delusional, which is playing pretend of being already in your desired reality. You can either pretend that you are already a master shifter, because you are, or you can pretend that you are already in your desired reality. So you will think about what I'm gonna do tomorrow at Hogwarts, what are my classes, I have to meet Tony Stark, he told me I have to go to the tower and talk to him. I don't know, whatever comes to your mind based on your reality. You can simplify and modify that to your liking. And then you're going to act as if you're already there. What would your desired self would think, would do, would speak, would I don't know, whatever. It could be really anything. And you can even just go to sleep and act like your desired self while you're sleeping. For example, you just go and while you're sleeping, you plan your next day in your desired reality, and or ever thinking about your desired reality. If you're a completely anxious person like me, you could use that to your advantage and focus on the anxieties of your desired reality, because I'm sure your desired reality is not perfect. So if, for example, you're shifting to Hogwarts, you would think about all the stressful homeworks and the judging people and all those stairs, and if you didn't script out the war, you can I mean, I don't want you to think about the war, but like you get it what I mean. Don't stress yourself out too much. It's just to embody all of your emotions in your desired reality. So if you feel stressed thinking about that, don't do that. Focus on the positive sides. Choose whatever feels the most comfortable to you. So then there's my other preferred method is the lucid dreaming method, which I will talk briefly about because it's already 10 minutes, so I don't want this to be too long. What I do to shift through lucid dreaming is either saying to my subconscious, shift me there, and then close my eyes, or either I say, I'm going to wake up in my desired reality name, and I'm going to fall backwards. This was an idea of someone else on Tumblr, I think, but I don't remember who. And I tried that, and it worked. It led me to some mini shifts, and I don't remember if I fully shifted with this. I don't remember because there's a lot in my journey, so I don't remember all the time. But it worked. And I love it because I usually just get lucid dreams normally without doing any effort, and I have them naturally. I just have to sleep, and I just become aware that I'm dreaming, and I'm going to affirm or do. I mean, the portals never worked for me. They never worked, and so I tried different methods, and some worked, some others didn't, But I would say that definitely everything can work in a lucid dream to make you shift. The main thing that is relevant in this is your belief. Because if you don't believe it will work in the lucid dream, then it won't work. You can talk to your subconscious in the dream if you have some blockages. You can ask the dream characters to embody your subconscious or to call upon your subconscious, and you can talk to them straight face to face and ask them a shadow work question, for example, like, why am I blocking myself, or why am I not shifting? Or maybe you want to know your preferred method. You can ask, what is my preferred method? What method would work for me personally? A various set of questions that you feel comfortable asking to your subconscious. So I think this is okay for my first little podcast. I don't know if I will continue doing these episodes, but if it will have feedback, maybe I will continue doing more talking to myself. And if you appreciated and listened to some parts of this audio, then let me know. And if you have questions, surely feel free to ask in the comments, and maybe I'll make a video about that. Thank you for listening.